Zac has returned to the meta. Players like Canyon have been playing him a lot, he's been spamming him in solo queue and he's been seeing a lot of success. So if you want to learn how you can also have success on Zac just like Canyon, stick around for this video and we'll be talking about his clear, his fundamentals, his approach to the jungle, how he plays Zac, his E positioning and all of those things. So anyway, we can see here they're looking for a cheeky little level 1 Fiesta. Thresh Nautilus running down to the bot lane, placing a ward, trying to find a pick. Just something they usually do. So it looks like Canyon's gonna start Wolf this game. He's gonna be doing leashless, and he's been doing this in a lot of his games recently. You'll see why shortly. Anyway, as we're clearing our first camp, we always need to be looking at the map. There we go, Lucian shows up top lane, and we know Udyr started on his red buff because the bot lane leashed, and our bot lane even confirmed it for us. So we need to take note of this every single game you play. Onto the blue buff, you can see he's going Q second. Hits the blue, kites it over to the Grom. Q knocked them both together, and he's just doing these together now. Clearing efficiently. You've got to be doing this in your games. Smites the Grom. Wonder will he have to use a health potion here? Looks like he won't. So on to Raptors. If there's no easy gank mid lane, we just go keep going with the full clear. So Canyon really likes to play his full clear. He doesn't like to go for cheesy paths like red, raptors, krugs into level 3 gank. He doesn't like leaving his jungle exposed like that. And it's just a little bit 50-50 because if the enemy has flash, they can always just flash away from your E when they see it and nothing will happen. Did you see that there, by the way? He just queued the krugs over the wall for the red buff. Even though he's not clearing them currently. You need to be taking note of these intricacies in the Zac clear. So if you didn't catch everything, you should go rewind and take a look again. But anyway, this is why Canyon's been doing this clear pretty much every single game. It's because you can literally do a 320 clear as Zac leashless, which is extremely surprising to me. But you can really see why he's returned to the meta. His ganks are amazing, he's tanky, he has a lot of CC, and he's actually able to do a 320 leashless clear. So you can see he's recalling there. We know Udyr's at the top side because he started bot, looking for a gank here. Flashes straight onto the Lucian, waiting for the Camille follow-up. Flash with flashes. Is that gonna be a kill there? Oh, red buff? No, not happening. Health potion saves him. So you can see he didn't go for the Skull Crab contest there because we know Udyr started bot side. We didn't have priority in our lane. And he would have just recalled back to the Bomb Skull. So you can see he's recalling here again. Cancels because Lucian's teleporting back to lane. So I assume they're going to try look for a play here while he's without summoners. Just used his flash. Let's have a look. Hits the E, very nice. QQ. And just an absolute one-shot there on the Lucian. So this is huge for Camille. Because in this lane, if she gets 2-3 kills, she can really snowball the game. So back to base. He had 1,100 gold and he opted for the Lucidity boots here. He's got a preference for this instead of the Bami Cinder. It just lets him get out more E, more W, more Qs, and it lets him just get around the map quicker. So you can see he's going to the bottom skull straight away. We know Udyr started bot side, he took everything top side. He showed up top, so bottom skull has to be up, right? He's taking a look into here, probably wanted to place down that control ward, or one of his yellow wards. And after seeing Udyr pop up like this after a recall, we know he's probably going to go gank this bot lane, so he's going to show up here. You need to be part of your fights, basically, part of these fights, basically. Looks like Camille teleports, so no need to jump in there. It's just back to farming. The play's over. But you need to make sure you're in the plays when they are happening. And here we go. He's looking for the Raptors counter jungle. He has heavy priority mid lane. Akali had to recall. And Udyr should be farming his crux right now. So this should be a free steal away back to his own jungle. unless we can find a play for something else. He's walking to his Raptors here for some reason. I'd assume it's because Jinx should recall soon, he's thinking. So he might be looking for something like Raptors, Progs into top lane because Lucian has no flash. Looking at the state of bot lane here again, it's going to push in. So it looks like he's changed his path again to go Raptors, Wolves, maybe Gromp into the bot lane in case they get dove, or he's just looking for a standard gank here because they'll be quite far up without summoners. Standard clearing here, you can really see he knows the edge of patience range and how his burn and damage ticks. He's really making full use of this Q2 hit. So here he is looking for the bot lane again. He likes to go in behind the enemy. With the ulti it just guarantees you'll be able to knock them into your team. And if they do flash, you can catch them. Nice 2 kills there. Soon it's just time for a recall. There's nothing to farm down here other than a dragon, but our bot lane really needs to go to base. Jinx has a lot of gold that she hasn't spent here. So on the way to top lane here, because there's just gonna be no play on the bottom side of the map. If action's gonna break out, it's gonna be top side, because Udyr should be around the top side right now. There he is, because we know he was pathing bot to top. So no gank there, Camille's just a bit too low for us to look for a 2v2 or for anything. But while Udyr's away, maybe he's gonna look for a gank here. Camille goes in, Lucian no dash, just pops straight on top of his head. And oh no, he missed his Q there. Even Canyon makes mistakes like this sometimes. Wonder if he'll have to pay for it with his life. He'll just walk away safely from this one. But damn, he really misclicked his Q there on the minions. And Camille had to die for it. It happens though, it happens. So he placed the ward there on the pit, and Herald is not in the pit. Okay, looks like they're not doing it. Fight breaking out mid, you see, you need to be part of the play, so here he is. And because he moved, he was on time there to kill the Akali. A really nice play there. It's gonna help Silas shove this out. Silas is quite low. We don't want Udyr to set up in a freeze or anything. Make sure the wave gets in so he can have a nice recall. So he's opted in for his Raptors here, although all his camps are up on the bot side. Maybe he's thinking about ganking Lucian. Or he just wants to get this red buff down. And then he'll head into his bot side. Looks like there's a bit of an invade going on his bot side. Okay, Udyr's showing top. He's on the Herald without any lane priority, so this is a very big mistake from Udyr. Canyon's in a really nice position here to just punish this mistake here from Udyr. Very common mistake in lower elos to start objectives without any priority in lane. So you can see Lucian was farming his minions at the tower, and Camille had room to go and help Canyon out. So a very common mistake that you want to be avoiding. You don't want to be taking these objectives unless some of the enemy team is dead, or you have heavy priority in both side and mid lane. Thinking about this, he does have smite, but if he goes in, he'll probably die to the Lucian burst. Looking for the Lucian here. He has the Herald. He's probably really wanting to go get that Lucian and put that Herald down. He's a bit safe right now, so he's just going to keep farming. Might go revisit, because we have control wards in both bushes there. Let's see what he opts in for here. Camille's recalling. Okay, recall cancels. I think they're gonna look for the play here. Yep, the wave's coming back in. This waiting here. Camille's walking in there to the bush. Yep, and this is probably just going to be a free kill. Yep, really nicely played. Chain CC, very nice. He's recalling straight back down to his bottom lane. Doesn't want to stick around for that Herald. Maybe he wants to get his bot lane ahead even more. Or potentially he's thinking Udyr might be there for a gank, and he wants to come counter gank. So you can see he's jumping over the walls on the map. Here he is on his blue buff. Make sure you're always using your E to get out of base quicker. It just saves you a lot of time, and it could be the difference between being on time for a gank or counter gank and not being on time. So you can see he's here down bot side. He's probably expecting a gank from Udyr, so he's just hovering. Because I really would not expect this move from Canyon. I would not expect this to be a gank. It nearly works out. Philios forced to flash there. If he had no flash, it would have been knocked up into Punk from Thresh. But a little bit of a misposition from Nautilus there. Not to be around the Philios so he can stop the jump with his hook. You can see he starts up Dragon here because the enemy bot lane was stuck under tower. I'm not the biggest fan of this Dragon play because our mid laner just died. Yep, he has to jump away. And if you weren't playing Zac, this would have been a death right here that could have been avoided. So barely gets away there because of Zac's kit. Didn't have priority in both lanes and nearly paid for it. See here, he's really looking for a play at the bottom lane. He really wants to get this Herald down before those plates expire. The tower's down at 4 plates. If they can take one out, it'll be a good clean break. Yeah, looks like Aphelios is back to base, so summon and get out. Wonder will he look for a counter jungle here? Oh, he's actually looking for a wraparound play. There's the Nautilus hook to cancel. Udyr's bot side of the map, counter ganks. Risky move. And they'll just walk away from this one. Just about. Bit of a risky move there, knowing that Udyr's on the bot side of the map. And Aphelios is recalled while Jinx isn't. Not the biggest fan of that one. Maybe a bit of jet lag from Canyon there. He's back on the Korean server from EU West because he was playing in MSI. Oh, another gank here he's looking for. Aphelios no flash, and here he loves always jumping in behind the enemy. Looks like it's gonna be a nice clean double kill for his bot lane. Yep. So you see, this is how you want to be playing your games. You need to be looking for these ganks, abusing these players with no flash. Especially on a champion like Zac, where the enemy will find it really hard to ward you out. And figure out where your positions could be for a gank. There's a fight happening mid lane there, just need to keep an eye on that while we clear the crab. I assume he's back to his top side now. So the reason he's going back to his top side here is, of course, they're chasing the Kali. Also because he has 3 camps up here, and Udyr could be looking for an invade, so he wants to protect his camps. You can see he couldn't connect the Q on the red, so it looks like Udyr has been here, has taken his camps. And there he is right there, stole his red buff away. So instead of taking the wolves and losing your whole top side, he opted in to protect his top side there. This all stems from the jungle tracking. So it looks like Thresh is looking for a play here. Zac sees this and follows up, and really nice by Canyon here. You've got to be identifying when someone's trying to make a play or set up a play on your team. You've really got to be aware of what your players are actually doing. So nice fight breaking out here, 2 versus 1. Udyr gets away with the flash though. Nautilus coming in. Sauce is very low there. Goes back in though, we have the passive, we have our team coming. Passive procs. Looks like Nautilus will walk away. Oh. Close, close. He had to flash there.
Rampage.
Jinx picks that one up though. See now he has 2,500 gold nearly. He needs to get back to base, spend gold, but he's not allowed because he has to peel for his carries and stay alive himself. Keep those bounties safe from Jinx and Thresh. So back to base here. Wonder what he'll buy. So Giant's Belt and Cloak. So it looks like he's building towards the Invisible Mask there. So he was walking mid lane there. Huge mistake from Jinx there actually. Don't know what she was greeting for there with such low HP and such a big bounty. Well, he was walking through mid there because it looked like a fight was going on. Another one here. He's looking for a flank angle here. Maybe he wants to dive the Aphelios when he returns to mid lane. Shows up. We're realistically not killing this guy. It doesn't make any sense to chase him. We don't have the damage. And do you see the power of Zac here? You know, this E is on like what, 7-8 second cooldown. And Canyon is able to just constantly look for these flank angles. And if he's ever in a bad position, he can just E out. Nice pick there on the Aphelios. Big team fight starting here. Everyone's around. Definitely want to fight this one. Really holding on to that E. Trying to see where Udyr's going. Looks like a really nice fight for Canyon's team. See, he got out a lot of ganks, he got his laners fed, and now they can carry. Just has to start the fights, engage, and just peel for the fed carries. Take the dragon here, everyone's dead. Looking for a counter jungle here. You need to be looking for these kind of counter jungles where your 5-2-2 Sylas is pushing out the side lane heavily. You need to be around to hover him, so you can turn these 1v2s that he might go into 2v2s that you win. Almost finds dilution there on his recall. So he'll be recalling soon. Just have a good chunk of gold on him. Hook nearly connected there. So he's looking for a recall here. It looks like a fight might be breaking out soon. Everyone's grouped mid. Yep, he cancels there. You need to make sure you're in fights. Because if you recall and a 4v5 breaks out, you've really thrown the game. Just looking for the engage here. Everyone is around. We have a control ward, they don't know we're here. Thresh forcing in. Double knockup. Nice. So he's done his job, he followed up on an engage, and now he's just peeling his carries from the Akali. So they're the ones who win the fight. But as you can see again, these ganks from Canyon, the 6 camp leashless clear, has really put his laners in a good spot to carry the game. Starting leashless is really good because it can give your laners priority for push, so they can hit level 2 first, and they'll be able to try look for winning the lane off of that. Poor Aphelios is trying his best to survive and kite these guys out. It's just not happening. Another pick found here. Always looking at his map, assessing what could happen. And another nice fight here. Goes forward this time instead of on top of his Jinx. because the fight's already won. He's just going to catch these stragglers. And GG. If you liked the video, like and sub, and my coaching details are in the description below. Thanks for watching.